Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Richard Gere has claimed his role opposite Julia Roberts in iconic 90s rom-com Pretty Woman was criminally underwritten. The Hollywood icon, 75, boasts an impressive list of credits throughout his decades-long career, including an officer and a gentleman and American Gigolo. However, his status as a heartthrob and in-demand leading man was cemented the following decade when he was paired with Roberts, 56, in the 1990 Gary Marshall-directed flick. Pretty Woman is considered an absolute classic of its genre, starring Roberts as escort Vivian, who is hired by rich businessman Edward Gere to accompany him to a few social events, where the pair develop a real connection. However, Gere was not exactly struck by the way Edward was written. He admitted during a talk at Venice Film Festival. The actor told the audience that he was playing a character that was almost criminally underwritten. It was basically a suit and a good haircut, he quipped. Gere had reacted to a clip of the famous steamy piano scene he shared with Notting Hill actress Roberts, where he undresses her and places her on top of the instrument, running his hands along her body, in the ballroom of the swanky Beverly Wilshire Hotel. No chemistry, he laughed while blushing. I mean, this actor and this actress obviously had no chemistry between them. I haven't seen that in a long time, too. It was a sexy scene, he added. The Chicago Star reflected on the scene being improvised, with the idea for the scene coming from director Marshall asking him to imagine what his character would do while staying at the hotel. This was never in the script. We didn't know how we would use it later. It ended up being integral to the film. Gere said he just started playing something moody that was about this character's interior life, but praised the scene for how it did add depth to the plot because Vivian was able to see him in a completely different way. There was a mysterious yearning and maybe a damaged quality to this guy that she didn't know, he suggested. Pretty Woman was a huge hit, grossing over $463 million on a budget of reportedly around $14 million. Gere and Roberts went on to team up again for another rom-com, 1999's Runaway Bride, which was also helmed by Marshall and also featured Pretty Woman co-star Hector Elizondo. Despite less favorable reviews, it was still another success for the pairing, with the screwball-style rom-com banking $309.5 million at the global box office from a $70 million budget. In Gere's upcoming film O Canada, which premiered at Cannes, he is utterly transformed to play an 81-year-old terminally ill and tormented documentary filmmaker and writer who agrees to have the final testament of his life filmed by his former students. The film's story reveals that Leonard Fife, Gere, and played by Jacob Elordi in flashbacks, fled to Canada from the U.S. to avoid the Vietnam War draft. Gere described his big transformation, including thinning hair and bruised skin, as freaky at the Cannes press conference for O Canada, given how much it made him look like his late father, Homer, who died aged 100 in March 2023. I wanted to embrace as much as I could of my father, he told usnews.co.uk and other press in May. I do look like my father too. It was kind of freaky when we were going through the process of aging in the film, how much I saw myself, so many years from now, what I was going to look like then, assuming that I lived to be as old as my father. 80s movie icon claims her height protected her. Nicole Kidman's masturbation and cat-licking aren't wildest moments in hardcore new film. Nicole Kidman's hands are shaking as her deeply erotic new film finally premieres. Skin star hopes neo-Nazi leader role in Jude Law movie sheds light on racist unrest. It's a very odd thing, he added. The Hollywood star is also set to appear in the making of opposite Diane Keaton and Blake Lively, where long-married filmmakers cast over emotional actors to portray their younger selves in the story of their romance. But by the time shooting begins, their fabled marriage is unraveling. Gere's breakthrough role was in 1977's Looking for Mr. Goodbar. O Canada is yet to receive an official release date, although it is expected in 2024.